Alrighty, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the 747 flight from Singapore to Thailand. Today's refreshments will be spaghetti bolognese served with a bottle of red wine and beer and bourbon and a line of Coke and a big shot of heroin. So let's hope you enjoy your flight, and we will wake you up when we get there. Now, isn't that a flight you want to get on? Fucking hell, I don't know why they don't have jets with beds in them yet, like just bunk beds where you can just go to sleep for the flight. So you'd think people would pay money for that. But I want to talk to you about suicide. Now, last year we lost 84 veterans, I think, to suicide. 84, 85. And this year it's gone past that, so... But, I understand the way of the suicide because I've attempted it. And, the first attempt I did was in Byron Bay. I thought though everybody could read me mind, so I took all my relaxing tablets, took them all, and then climbed into bed next to Peter Millick in the back of his truck and just went to sleep and prepared to die. But anyway, I fucking wake up, don't I, the next day, and I can't move. I can't speak. I can't move my hands or my legs. And Peter's flipping out because he found the box of drugs that I took. So they dragged me into the shower. I couldn't tell them to fuck off because I couldn't talk. And then they put me in the back of the truck and we drove to Mount Isa from Byron Bay. So during this drive, I got feeling back in my hands, in my legs. I could talk after a day and a half. And slowly got my working gear fucking going. So that was my first attempt. So I wasn't doing it because I was depressed. I thought the cunts could read me mind. So I decided to check out and fuck them right up. Then, right, that was my second last heaviest attempt. Because in Tasmania, I bought a property in the Promised Land and had a lake just down the road. I had a new girlfriend, Danielle, and I had PTSD really bad, man, and I was flipping out. I wasn't 100%, and then I found out Danielle's rooting the chef at the resort up in Cradle Mountain, so that was that kind of made me go, fuck this, I don't want to live anymore, I'm fucking over this. So I went, got the pipe, got a hose, got a tape, then went down to Lake Barrington and stuck the hose in the window, taped it up in the back of the muffler and sat in the car and waited to die. And after a couple of minutes, I got out of the car and I crawled over to the lake. I lied on me back and I abused God for an hour. So I really abused the shit out of God. Why? It was why is this like this? Why is this like this? So the next day, the missus goes to work and I think, righto, I'm going to attempt another suicide attempt. So I backed the car up to the cabin. It's only a one-bedroom cabin. I closed all the windows and I shoved the hose from the back of the car into the window of the cabin and go to bed and prepare to die of asphyxiation in time. But after about an hour and a half, the car overheated and the engine cut out, so that didn't work either. So, but that was before Byron Bay attempt. So Byron Bay attempt was the closest to coming to kill me. And then one other time was coming off the ice. I thought I was in a movie and everyone could read my mind, so I wanted to end it. And yeah, I went into town. This is when I was living with my sister and my brother-in-law near Maxville. Then I went into town and got a bottle of bourbon because I was going to gas myself. I needed some gaffer tape. So I went into the what's it called? Might have 10 or hardware store and got some tape, and there's a big photo of Elvis up behind the counter. I said, "Oh, that's Elvis, eh?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, shame he killed himself." And I was like, "Fuck you, God. I know you're playing me fucking." I just thought it was part of the movie. So I went and got drunk in the bush, in the car, and listened to music. That's what I wanted to do before I killed myself, was get drunk and listen to music and sing. And, yeah, so I never ended up sticking the hose in the car and doing it. Yeah, so, yeah, but I can understand suicide. I totally understand. I get where they're coming from. And, yeah, I'd be a great person to talk to if we did have somebody trying to commit suicide. Because it's not a gutless act. To kill yourself it's a brave act. It's very brave to kill yourself. I know you leave all your family behind and your friends, but to kill yourself is it's instinct survival. It's an instinctive survival mode. So fucking like the scorpion will sting itself in a ring of fire, so too does man when they've had enough, take themselves out. But here's the really weird thing, man. Oh, and don't think I'm doing a suicide video because I'm going to commit suicide, okay? Don't think that, because I couldn't commit suicide. I couldn't leave my dog. So I've got my dog for another 13 years, so my suicide ways are out for 13 years, so I've got to look after him. So that's what keeps me from going down that track again, because I've found that my dog keeps me alive. But about 6 years ago, I was having a sleep in the arvo, and I dreamed that I was a doctor, a psychiatrist in a mental asylum in the second dimension for people that had killed themselves. So, yeah, and there was a lot of people in there, man. And it was in the second dimension. It was black and white, and it was a terrible place to be. The feeling there was really bad, man. And I think that's what happens to you when you kill yourself. You end up going into the second dimension and spending an eternity in the nut house, in a psych ward in the second dimension. Well, that's what they showed me. So, you know, so we've got to point that out to people and go, look, you reckon it's bad here, man. Wait till you go to where you're going if you commit suicide. And, yeah, so we've got to stop the veteran suicide rate. I think we should have Suicide Island, where we have a runway and a resort, and it's all volunteered money, or like $20 from a soldier every year that they put their money into it. So that's every soldier. There'll be about 50,000 ex-veterans in Australia. Yeah, and we buy this island called Suicide Island. And every person that has money invested in the island as a soldier, like you only invest $100 a year for membership, you have a free airline ticket to go to Suicide Island. And yeah, you can stay there for as long as you want. And it's free because it's backed by all the diggers. And yeah. But look, it's because if people, they've got no way out. That's the problem. When they're at the point of bang, it's time to take my life, it's because they can't find a way out, and that seems to be the only way out. And a lot of them that go through with it, when they're like especially hanging, realise when they're hanging they don't want to die, and that's when they get a lot of people trying to take the rope off while they're hanging. So yeah. But Suicide Island, we'll have a resort on there, boats, booze, bloody dancing queens, just a place where diggers can go when they're feeling suicidal and be with other suicidal patients, because that's the key, to put them together. And yeah, bit of arts and crafts and some nice place to hang out will hopefully give them a gist of life again. And yeah, and they don't want to commit suicide. So because yeah, suicide's just an option, really. It's taken a lot of people out, especially veterans, man. Army people just seem to go hardcore and fucking take themselves out. So, but yeah, Suicide Island, every veteran gets an airplane ticket that they can use any time of the year to fly to Suicide Island. And yeah, bang. It cost them $100 a year just to buy your ticket. Well, support it. Well, if there's 50,000 veterans at $100 a year, that could run a resort, no worries, on an island that we buy called Suicide Island. Okay, gotta go. Bye now. Bye-bye now. Oh, bye-bye now. Didn't think you're getting away that fast, did you? Bye-bye now.